The first time I read Rich Dad Poor Dad as a teenager, it felt like someone had handed me the secret playbook to building wealth. The idea that financial freedom wasn't about grinding away at a job, but about owning assets that worked for you? That stuck with me. It pushed me to think beyond just earning a paycheck and set me on a path toward financial independence. But as I started making real money, growing investments, and eventually retiring early, I realized that a lot of Kiyosaki's advice didn't hold up in the real world. Unlike Kiyosaki, I didn't build wealth through hype, selling courses, or pushing high-risk strategies. I earned financial credentials as a Chartered Financial Analyst, CFA, followed a balanced investment plan, and retired young. Kiyosaki, on the other hand, continues to sell the idea of financial freedom while never actually stepping away himself. A lot of his advice sounds good until you actually try to use it to reach financial independence. These are 19 reasons why Kiyosaki's approach doesn't work and what actually leads to real financial freedom. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Number 1. Kiyosaki doesn't know when enough is enough. Kiyosaki pushes constant wealth accumulation without a clear stopping point. His approach keeps people chasing bigger deals, higher returns, and more assets without defining what financial independence actually looks like. That's not freedom. That's just another job. Real financial independence starts with knowing what's enough to cover expenses, handle emergencies, and live comfortably. The goal isn't to build an empire, but to create a sustainable lifestyle that doesn't require grinding forever. Without a finish line, there's no difference between wealth building and working a 9-to-5. Number 2. Debt as a tool versus debt as a burden. Kiyosaki treats debt like a magic trick that turns nothing into wealth. Used correctly, debt can help accelerate financial growth, but his approach downplays the risks. Carrying large amounts of debt works when income is strong, markets are up, and tenants pay on time. But when things go south, over-leveraged investors are the first to crash. The right strategy builds assets while keeping liabilities in check. Financial independence isn't about owing more, it's about owning more. Number 3. Cash flow is key, but Kiyosaki does not keep it simple. Cash flow is the backbone of financial freedom, and Kiyosaki gets that part right. What he doesn't emphasize enough is simplicity. He promotes strategies that require heavy involvement, flipping properties, managing tenants, and running businesses. Passive income shouldn't feel like a second career. The best financial plans rely on stable, low-maintenance sources like index funds, dividends, and rental properties that don't require constant attention. If financial independence creates more work, it's not independence at all. Number 4. Real estate as the only strategy. Kiyosaki makes real estate sound like the only path to wealth. While real estate can be a great tool, it's not the one-size-fits-all solution he makes it out to be. Too much reliance on real estate means exposure to market swings, property management headaches, and unexpected expenses. A diversified portfolio that includes stocks, bonds, and other income sources builds long-term security. Real estate can be part of the plan, but tying everything to one asset class is a gamble, not a strategy. Number 5. Speculative investments don't build security. Gold, silver, and crypto get a lot of hype in Kiyosaki's world. He promotes them as hedges against inflation and economic collapse. But that's more about fear-based selling than smart investing. These assets swing wildly in value and don't generate income. Meanwhile, well-diversified portfolios with index funds and real estate steadily build wealth without the drama. Long-term success isn't about chasing trends. It's about sticking with proven strategies that work in any market. Number 6. The value of 401k and retirement accounts. Kiyosaki dismisses 401k and IRAs as slow, restrictive, and ineffective. That's a mistake. These accounts offer massive tax advantages, employer matching, and steady compounding growth. The right move is to max out tax-advantaged accounts first, then look at other investments. Real estate and private businesses can be great wealth builders, but skipping out on free money and tax benefits is just bad math. The best financial plans take advantage of every available tool, not just the ones that sound exciting. Number 7. entrepreneurship isn't the only path. Kiyosaki makes it seem like working a job is a trap and starting a business is the only way to real wealth. While entrepreneurship can be a great path, it's not the only way to reach financial freedom. Plenty of people build wealth through high savings rates, smart investing, and steady careers. A good salary combined with disciplined investing can create financial independence without the stress and risk of running a business. Owning a company isn't the goal, owning your time is. Number 8. Complexity isn't a shortcut. Kiyosaki likes to promote complex strategies: leverage, tax loopholes, flipping properties, and endless reinvestment. That might work for some, but complexity doesn't always mean better. The best financial plans rely on simple, repeatable actions. Automating savings, investing in index funds, and keeping expenses in check will outperform high-maintenance strategies in the long run. Financial freedom should be about having more time, not spending every day managing investments. Number 9. Frugality speeds up financial independence. Kiyosaki talks a lot about making more money, but doesn't focus enough on keeping it. High income means nothing if expenses rise just as fast. A strong financial plan builds wealth by increasing the gap between earnings and spending. That doesn't mean cutting out everything enjoyable. It means being intentional with where money goes. The less required to sustain a comfortable life, the faster financial independence happens. Building wealth isn't just about earning more, it's about needing less. Number 10. Risk should be managed, not ignored. Kiyosaki pushes people toward aggressive wealth-building strategies without enough focus on risk. Leveraging debt, making speculative investments, and relying on constant growth all sound great when markets are up. When things turn, those without a safety net lose everything. A good financial plan builds in layers of protection, emergency funds, diversified investments, and a focus on long-term stability. Wealth that lasts isn't built on taking bigger risks. It's built on avoiding the ones that wipe everything out. Number 11. Time is more valuable than money. Kiyosaki talks about wealth like it's the ultimate goal, but what's the point if it means working forever? Money is just a tool. The real asset is time. Financial independence isn't about stacking more dollars indefinitely. It's about creating the freedom to spend time on what actually matters. No one looks back and wishes they had worked longer to squeeze out a few more percentage points of return. The real win is having enough to step away and enjoy life. Number 12. Ignoring the emotional side of wealth. Kiyosaki sticks to numbers, but money is only part of financial independence. Walking away from a career isn't as simple as hitting a savings goal. People struggle with purpose, identity shifts, and the fear of running out of money. A strong plan accounts for more than just net worth. It prepares for what life looks like after financial freedom is reached. Building wealth is step 1. Knowing how to live without constantly chasing more is just as important. Number 13. Healthcare costs can't be ignored. Healthcare gets almost no attention in Kiyosaki's playbook, which is a problem. Early retirees lose employer-sponsored insurance and need a strategy to cover one of the biggest expenses they'll face. HSAs, ACA marketplace plans, and medical tourism all provide options, but ignoring this piece can wreck even the best financial plans. No amount of rental income or business cash flow matters if a single medical event drains it all away. A real financial strategy includes protecting wealth, not just building it. Number 14. Building versus actually living. Kiyosaki makes wealth building sound like a lifelong project, but there's a difference between growing money and using it. Financial independence means knowing when to shift gears. Money should make life better, not just bigger. The best financial plans don't revolve around stacking more assets. They're designed to create the freedom to enjoy what's already there. The point isn't to win some invisible game. It's to get out and actually live. Number 15. Fear-based advice creates bad decisions. Kiyosaki sells fear. Fear of being stuck in a job, fear of market crashes, fear of not having enough. But decisions made out of fear rarely lead to good outcomes. The best financial strategies come from confidence, not panic. A strong plan doesn't rely on doomsday predictions or scare tactics. It's built on facts, smart investing, and stability. Financial independence shouldn't feel like running from disaster. It should feel like running toward a better life. Number 16. Inflation isn't the crisis. He makes it out to be. Kiyosaki loves to talk about inflation like it's an unstoppable force that will wipe out savings and destroy wealth. The reality is different. Inflation is a factor, but assets like stocks, real estate, and rental income tend to outpace it over time. The best defense isn't hoarding gold or jumping into crypto. It's holding a balanced portfolio that naturally grows ahead of rising costs. Wealth that's built correctly doesn't get eaten away by inflation. It benefits from it. Number 17. Passive income should actually be passive. Kiyosaki's version of passive income isn't really passive. Owning rental properties, running businesses, and constantly reinvesting require effort. That might work for some, but financial independence should remove work, not create more of it. True passive income comes from sources like index funds and well-structured withdrawal strategies that don't require daily involvement. The goal is to step away, not stay busy managing passive income streams that still feel like a job. Number 18. Working forever isn't financial freedom. Kiyosaki still works. He still sells books, runs seminars, and builds his brand. That's great for him, but that's not financial independence. That's just a different version of employment. Real financial freedom means having the choice to work, not the obligation. A strong plan gets people to the point where they don't have to chase the next business deal or keep finding ways to grow income. The real flex isn't making millions forever. It's having enough to walk away. Number 19. Complexity doesn't mean better results. Kiyosaki loves complicated strategies like leverage, tax loopholes, and business structures designed to maximize every last dollar. The problem is, complexity doesn't always lead to better results. Simple, proven strategies outperform elaborate ones most of the time. Automating savings, keeping a balanced portfolio, and living within means get people to financial freedom faster than chasing complicated deals. The best financial plan isn't the one that looks impressive, it's the one that actually works. The truth about financial freedom. Kiyosaki's advice sounds exciting, but most of it leads to more work, more risk, and less freedom. Building wealth isn't about endless hustling. It's about knowing when there's enough to walk away. Real financial independence doesn't come through fear-driven investing, unnecessary complexity, or taking on massive debt. A solid plan focuses on stability, simplicity, and actually enjoying life. Money should be working in the background, not keeping you tied to the grind forever. The goal isn't to build an empire, it's to own your time. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.